Anglers across Alberta and Saskatchewan are casting their rods for Free Fishing Weekend. Twice a year, people can try their luck at fishing without purchasing a license. And we took a trip up to Cold Lake, where the scenic view and stocked water is drawing a crowd.
Keith McIsaac has been fishing since he was a little boy. Now he takes his family on the scenic Cold Lake every chance he gets.
We caught 6 here this morning just off the docks itself. There's a lot of people, like the guys that I talk to and stuff, that are out boating and stuff. They're really doing good. So it's a great lake for fishing, absolutely.
For 13-year-old Noah Seward, trying his luck at angling was the perfect way to spend his birthday.
You can enjoy the nice sunny air, and when the fish comes up, it's a big accomplishment that you were able to get that fish out of the water, and it's so heavy when you pull it out.
With Free Fishing Weekend in Saskatchewan and Alberta, anglers across the provinces will be casting their rods too. Mayor Craig Copeland is expecting many visitors.
A lot of people come to our area. We're a hidden jewel. Because Cold Lake is so deep, 300 feet deep, it's home for lake trout fishing. Fishing has been really good. We also have walleye, pike, and perch. You can't beat Cold Lake on a flat day when there's no wind. It's a beautiful lake.
The mayor also manages the Cold Lake and Sam Livingston fish hatcheries, helping stock close to 200 lakes in the province each spring.
Well, this is all about people getting an opportunity to eat fish, besides catching fish, but people like to consume fish. We put a couple million fish in the lakes, and probably over half are eaten every year.
Fisheries biologist Janelle Sloychuk wants to remind people that while you don't need a license to fish this weekend, regulations still need to be followed.
Typically the regulations, they have a minimum size limit. So we're asking people just to read the regulations, whatever water body you're going to, just make sure you understand the rules ahead of time.
A full list of regulations can be found online at mywildalberta.com. Well, avid readers of Canadian history were at the Lloyd Mall getting their copies of Understanding Ursula trilogy signed by Corinne Jeffrey. The Edmonton-based author is touring across the prairies, promoting the series that's as much a labor of love for her heritage as it is a piece of our Canada's history. Josh Ryan has the details.
It's been more than 10 years since Corinne Jeffrey began writing her Understanding Ursula series. It follows the Werners, a family of German Lutheran pacifists who fled to the prairies from Russia.
The first two books are in Saskatchewan. The third moves to Manitoba and ends in Alberta. 80 years right across the Canadian prairies following 5 generations of the same family.
The saga is personal to Jeffrey as it follows her ancestors.
I did, however, change the names because I took great license with the characters. I believe everything that happens today happened then. They didn't talk about it. They kept secrets.
In researching those secrets, Jeffrey discovered fascinating twists and turns in their history, which are a major sell for readers like Donna Erickson.
Absolutely, because that's why I read 3 of them in 3 weeks. When you read the first one, you can't stop.
What's also sold the series to readers is its attention to detail regarding life on the prairies over the past century.
The experience of someone from another country coming here and then trying to fit into an area which has different people is difficult, and she made that very clear in her book.
So far, Jeffrey has sold nearly 12,000 copies and will soon have audio versions recorded for all 3 books. But she's most pleased with the indications that interest in Canadian historical fiction is growing.
So many people will say that Canadian history is boring, but now they're saying it's wonderful to come across a Canadian history that is exciting and gripping, and they know the names of all the places.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
This is Newcap Sports with Brett Morton.
It's day 2 of action at the Alberta Lacrosse Association Provincials here in Lloydminster. All divisions were wrapping up the round-robin portion of their schedule, looking to get into the playoff round tomorrow. The Midget Brutes had a 1-1 record going into today, and they were facing the Lakeland Heat this morning. Jump to the third period action here, and the Brutes are leading the Heat 6-3. It's going to be Tyler Marillier here with a great individual effort, and he will fire this one home, and it is 7-3 for the Brutes there. We're going to jump ahead now. Nice pass here, finds Marillier once again, and he will tickle the twine for the 5th time this game. This kid was on fire yesterday, and he carried it over to today. It's 8-3 for the Brutes, while it's Isaac Brown here looking to get the Heat going on offense. Fakes the shot, then he lets it go, and it blows through the legs of Darius Petrie, and it's an 8-4 game. Nice goal there by Brown after that goal. However, it was all Petrie's. He made some huge saves for the Brutes. They hang on to win this game 8-4. They wrap up their round robin versus Claresholm. And to the Bantams now, they were taking on the Wainwright Wolfpack here, and the Wolfpack, they are up 5-2 here. Connor Cripps shows off his wheels, gets by the defender, puts it home as he is falling. The Wolfpack are now up 6-2. The Brutes with a great chance here. Drew Selby to Riker Kenyon, and he whips it on net, but a big save there by Gabe Gosselin keeps it 6-2. Another great chance here for Kenyon. He takes the abuse here, gets cross-check, uses the picks. Then he's going to take on 1-on-3 here, turns, fires, but Gosselin is there to shut the door once again. Francis Perron with a nice bounce pass here to Jared Newell, and he will beat Liam Gray, and the Wolfpack go up 7-2. That would be the final score in this one as the Wolfpack hold on for the 7-2 win. The Brutes dropped to 0-3, and they played Lethbridge in their final round robin game. And to the Pee-wees now, it's Brutes versus the Brutes as both Lloydminster teams are taking on each other here. Early chance for Team Black, it's Jaden Plamond, but Colby Towndrow is there to make the save. Caden Steinke with a chance for Team White, but Riker Gamble makes the save to keep it scoreless. Team Black will get on the board first as Laren Thiessen walks in and he beats Towndrow, and it's 1-0 for Lloydminster Brutes. Team White looking to respond. William Davis with the ball here. Looks to shoot but has no opening. Goes around the net. He's going to sneak it between the post and Gamble's pad there, and it is all tied up at 1. Big hit here by Ethan Hawthorne. Boom. Ethan Lane is able to get the ball to Reed Anderson though, and he fires it home. Team Black goes up 2-1 in this game. Well, Team Black, they're going to be looking for some more on this next play coming up here. And you know what? Instead of me trying to talk, let's just watch this play. Towndrow, he put on a show. First save, robbed him. They get the rebound, robs him again. Third time's the charm. Not today. How about the fourth time? Saves again. However, what an effort there by Towndrow. However, Team White would be defeated in this one as they were lost 8-5. And Lloydminster Extreme were playing Game 2 of their semifinal series versus the Lakeland Heat today. And the Heat would take this one 11-10, and they will win the series there with a 2-0 series sweep. For the Extreme team, Cody Koppel had 2 goals, Brennan Russell had 2, and Hunter Wackerruck also had 2 goals. For the Heat, it was Cole Kulizik had a hat trick, as well as Donovan Bebo. He had 2 goals. Jaden Strachiuk had 2, and Ethan Brown had 2 goals for the Heat in the win. The Heat move on to the provincial finals now while the Extreme season comes to an end. We will have more highlights and post-game reaction for you tomorrow on Newcap Sports. Well, moving to the Diamond now, in the Northwest AAA, Prairie Pirates are in action as they are hosting the Regina Athletics in a doubleheader. Game 1 here in top of 5. Pirates up 2-1. The Regina Athletics will tie it up with an RBI single here. We're going to jump to the bottom of the 6th inning now, and the Bucks down 4-3. Zacharias with a base hit here. That's going to score Spence, and watch this slide. Boom, he catches a cleat and does a barrel roll, still comes in at home plate. He is safe. We are tied at 4, top 7 now, still tied. The ace threatening to do some damage here. A single will bring in another run to make it 5-4 for Regina, and they didn't stop there. This ball gets away from the catcher, and that allows a run to come in from 3rd. Also, the runner that was on 2nd was able to heads up play there to get to 3rd, and that cost the Pirates as he also crossed the plate. It's 7-4 Athletics. Pirates get a bases load of walk in the bottom of the 7th to cut the lead down to 7-5. Tanner Hubert looking to keep the rally going here. However, he will pop out to the shortstop. The Athletics take Game 1 7-5. Game 2 just got underway. Well, to the softball provincials now. The Lloydminster Liners, they're well represented here. The Liners U16 team opened up with a 10-3 win over the Sherwood Park Bells in their 2nd game. They're currently in a rain delay, up 9-1. However, if this game does get canceled due to the rain, they will go back to the score after the 5th inning, which the Liners were up 2-1. So hopefully they will be able to get a win here. Looks like they're going to. The playoffs get underway tomorrow, and the Liners are in line to win their pool, and they will take on the winner of the other pool tomorrow morning. And the U18 Liners booked their ticket to the 1-2-page playoff game after a 10-4 win over the Edmonton Warrior Prospects. Jaden Sushaw had a great day at the plate, going 3 for 4 with 2 doubles on the day. The Liners now face the St. Albert Pride tomorrow at 9 a.m. The winner moves on to the final, while the winner will lose on to play in the semi. And the Lloydminster Vandals are back in action today. After a week off, they hosted the 4-1 Fort McMurray Monarchs. The Vandals have lost 2 straight games after winning their first 2 to start the season. Scoring has been a downfall in the past 2 games as they've only scored 5 points in giving up, and they've rather given up a total of 102. This game is still currently underway at Armstrong Field. Well, that's your look at sports. Josh Ryan will have your weather details after this break. Stay with us.
Here is Newcap weather.
Well, Welcome back to the show, folks. I hope you enjoyed a mostly warm day despite some cloud cover. It is going to, however, get cloudier as the weekend progresses. You can see here plenty of cloud cover and thunderstorms coming in out of the west side of the prairies over the past 12 hours, and that's going to continue over the weekend. You can see here just in the corner of your screen this low pressure system coming in off of the coast. That's going to make things very interesting. 22 degrees in the Battlefords right now. We're going to drop down to 14 with a chance of showers, then back up to 22 tomorrow afternoon. Over in the Lakeland area, 23 degrees, dropping to 13 before bouncing back to 23 with largely clear skies tomorrow afternoon up in the Cold Lake area with largely east-northeast winds. And then here in the Midwest region, 21 degrees, 13 overnight chance of rain, and that should continue tomorrow afternoon with a high of 21 with east-northeast winds there as well. Throughout the rest of the week then, it should be around the average high for this time of year, 21 on Monday, 20 on Tuesday, and then 23 for the entire series of the Colonial Days Parade fair. That should be a fun time. Hopefully we don't get rained on too hard, but there's a strong chance of thunderstorms on Wednesday afternoon with east-northeast winds there. The lows also around the average for this time of year with 9s, 11s, and 12s. Wind will shift between the north and the east throughout the week and end with winds from the south on Saturday with a 60% chance of precipitation there. Obviously the main one to watch Wednesday, an 80% chance, and that's been your 7-day forecast.
All right, thank you so much for that, Josh. So we could see some rain on Colonial Days.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That's all the time we have for news tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.